Hi everyone, my name's Steve Ernst, and I'm one of the co-chairs of the NSA's family programs. The NSA is so proud to award the RCCC of the Year award to Tiffany Kittlesved. In my short time serving in this role, I've seen how Tiffany jumps into her role as a regional chapter coordinator and is truly a champion of the family chapters that she serves. She's come forward many times with ideas for programs and resources that her chapters need. She's an innovator and she doesn't quit. It's amazing. I got to know her right as COVID-19 was sweeping the nation, and she detailed her experiences of living in Seattle, which was one of the hardest hit areas back in March. She told me about how she was working to continue to thrive in this time, and it was just so inspiring to see her keep working with the stuttering community during that crazy time. So thank you, Tiffany, for your amazing work with the stuttering community, both within the NSA and in your practice as an SLP and beyond. I'm so glad to present to you the National Stuttering Association's RCCC of the Year Award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for selecting me to be the RCCC of the Year. This means so much to me. I cannot express how much the NSA has changed my life. And so to be able to be involved in this organization is so meaningful, so healing to me as a person who stutters. I grew up, like most people, not knowing anyone who stutters and just having very, very negative experiences related to stuttering in every aspect of my life. And if I had something like the NSA when I was a kid, it would have been a totally different story. And so that's why I do what I do in the NSA. That's why I lead my family chapter, and my adult chapter. But that's why I chose to be a family programs RCC, because I can just imagine how much different my life would be having a chance to meet kids who stutter my age. And adults, but especially creating that community at that young of an age. And so it's healing to me to be able to connect to kids who stutter, and further to be able to help other chapters, other family chapters get started and do the same thing. It feels like we are part of something way bigger than us, and it's just so awesome to be a part of that. And so thank you to the NSA for all that you do, for the ways that you've impacted me in my life, and for this honor. So thanks.
Hi, I'm Deborah Boswell. It was such an honor to be nominated, or to be the recipient of the Professional of the Year award awarded by the NSA last summer at the summer conference. It's an award I will always treasure, and it meant a great deal to me. So I am excited to be able to announce the 2020 recipient of the NSA Professional of the Year Award. And the recipient this year is Dr. John Tetnowski. John has been a part of NSA for over 20 years, and he's worn many hats. He has been a chapter leader, past board member, he's hosted Family Fun Day and CEU events, as well as hosting the annual wine fundraising tasting at the NSA conference. John is a true champion for people who stutter. I'll share with you that I looked up his CV and was quite impressed. It's miles long, and if you can believe it, John has spoken over 228 times about the subject of stuttering. He is truly an inspiration, and we applaud you, John, for your service to people who stutter. Congratulations.
First of all, I'm in awe. Thank you very much. You know, any honor is a great honor, and this one is really even more special because it comes from friends, and good friends. All of you took me in as an outsider. I'm not a person who stutters. I'm just a speech-language pathologist. But I want to let you know that all of you have become part of my life. Part of my life so that I've not missed a conference in over 20 years. I brought my wife here. I've brought my parents here. I brought my brothers here. I've actually even brought my only child here. Which reminds me of two stories that I can just share here. The first one has to do with our only child, Jay. When Jay was young, we brought Jay with us to one of these conferences, and I was doing some children's programming. And in the course of the programming, I was running around doing some workshops, and I felt Jay tugging at my leg, and it was unusual. He was a very outgoing kid, and I just kind of brushed Jay away. And about 5 minutes later, Jay was back tugging at my leg again, too. And I looked down, and I see this 6-year-old, and I said, "What's wrong?" And Jay said to me, says, "You know, Dad, I feel kind of weird. I'm the only kid here who doesn't stutter." And I just thought to myself, that's the way so many of you feel almost every day, to be the only one. One of the other things that I remember was I loved to go to the open mics, and I was going to the open mics and walking out of one just a couple years ago, or walking down the hall, probably going to the bar as far as that goes, and somebody looks at me and they said to me, they said, "You know, you don't stutter, but you get it." And I just thought to myself, that's something that is really marked, something that is like the Medal of Honor for me. So I'd like to thank all of you that have made this a special place for me. From Tammy to Barry to Landon, Ernie, Kathy, Lee, Nina, the Bill Smiths, and so many others who have allowed me to enter into your world. I'd also like to thank you for allowing me to bring my students into this world, because I think they're the future SLPs. And if they get it, maybe someday one of you will walk up to one of my students and say, "You get it." And that would be even a bigger honor for me. But more than anything else, I just want to say thanks for teaching me. And before I leave, just one more little thing. May the NSA live for many years and continue to prosper. God bless you guys, and thank you.
Hello, my name is Scott Yaris. I have the distinct pleasure of being able to introduce to you the winner of the 2020 Hall of Fame Award from the National Stuttering Association. This is a very meaningful award. It is the highest honor that the National Stuttering Association can convey. As a grateful and humbled recipient myself, I can tell you that it is very meaningful. And it is particularly nice for me to have this opportunity to announce the winner for this year. The person who won the award for this year has been involved in stuttering self-help for more than 30 years. He's served as an NSA chapter leader. He's been a conventions coordinator. He's currently serving as a first-timers ambassador for those who attend the conference for the first time. Outside of the National Stuttering Association, he serves as a host for Stutter Social. He is truly an inspiration to people who stutter all around the world. Now he serves as the NSA's liaison to the ISA, the International Stuttering Association. By now you've figured out that the recipient of the 2020 Hall of Fame Award from the National Stuttering Association is Doug Scott. Doug, I'm sorry that we can't all be together to celebrate you in person, but please know that we are grateful to you for the work that you've done both within the NSA and outside the NSA. You have been an inspiration to so many people through your tireless efforts. And as I said, we're grateful, we're humbled by the work that you do. Thank you for everything.
As I stand here at home and look out at all of you, I am reminded of my first conference in 1986 in San Francisco, California. I was only 27 years old, first timer. First time visiting San Francisco. First time to be in a room of a church with approximately 75 people of different backgrounds, coming from different American cities, mostly men with only a handful of women. But all of us sharing one thing, stuttering. There were so many emotions racing through my body. To say I was scared, nervous, excited, overwhelmed would be an understatement. I came to that first conference not alone. With me were my Houston, Texas stutter buddies, Paula, Vicky, Mike Ward, Brian Koch, and my then girlfriend, Joanne, who is now my wife of 33 years. At that first conference, I met so many wonderful people. People like Annie Bradbury, Rich Wells, Mel Hoffman, Michael Sugarman, co-founder of the NSP. It was just a project back then. John Albach, John Harrison, and countless others. A man named Jim Black from Washington State, an active, vibrant person who loved the outdoors, a person with a smile full of joy, spoke to us. And his message was clear. Don't let stuttering get in the way of living your life. He made such a huge impression on all of us who attended that 1986 conference at the First Unitarian Church. A short time after the conference, Jim died in a car accident. The Jim Black Fund was the first scholarship fund established to help first-timers come to the NSA conference. Moments after my first conference ended, I couldn't wait to come back the next year for the annual conference. I was on such a high. I went on to attend the next 5 conferences before pausing in 1992 for the birth of the first of 2 sons. After a 4-year absence, I returned in 1996 for the Denver conference where I first met another special person. A person who loved to talk even more than me. Hall of Famer, Mr. Bernie Weiner. In all, I've attended 22 NSA conferences, attended many workshops, helped plan and organize an annual conference, and presented a couple of workshops. Currently, I interact with hundreds of people who stutter, locally, nationally, and now internationally. There are so many people to thank who have helped me in this stuttering journey. I can't name them all. They only gave me 2 minutes. But special thanks go out to Bill Smith, Bill Niemelman, Paul Castellano, Kathy Olish, Heather Najman, Russ Hicks, Lee Reeves, Mara Oman, Dr. Gerald McGuire, my sister and brother from another mother, Annie B. and Mike Bauer. When I found the NSA, I wasn't the person I am today. I was young. I hated my stutter. I was seeking fluency. The last thing I wanted to do was to accept the fact that I will always be a person who stutters, and that's okay. Today I'm 60, I still stutter, but I am now doing what Jim Black encouraged me to do 34 years ago. I'm not only living my life, I'm living my best life. I accept this honor, and I'm so grateful. I will continue to work to deserve my placement in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, Tammy, Board of Directors. Thank you, NSAers, my family. With all of you with me, I will never stutter alone. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Jamie and I have a little bit of an announcement to make. So, one of the most impacting, one of the most life-changing, one of the most important assignments within the NSA are our chapter leaders. Their level of commitment goes far beyond just the meeting time. There is prep and planning, there is connecting with your chapter members, kind of being a little bit of a coach to these people on your team. They are also, really importantly, champions of stuttering advocacy in their local community. So, of course, the NSA makes it really a priority to always recognize and thank every single one of our chapter leaders for your passion, for how much you want to make things better for people who stutter and all the work that you put into that. So thank you. Now, there is always, we always find it important to try to put the spotlight on one person, and that is a difficult decision to do because there's so many wonderful people. So of course, this was a difficult decision, but this person really stands out. This year's person has demonstrated an unwavering determination that her chapter would succeed. She pushed through times with low attendance and kept morale up. She just kept moving forward. She supports every NSA activity and event. She is an exceptional human being and a representation of everything that the NSA is about. So, without further ado, it is my honor and privilege to present this year's Chapter Leader of the Year award to Danette Fitzgerald. Congratulations.
Hi, this is Danette Fitzgerald, the chapter leader in New Haven, Connecticut. Thank you so much for this award. I'm flattered. Too bad we don't get to be together in person. I miss you all, and I'm glad I get to see you all virtually. I've been a member of 3 chapters, in Rochester, New York, Boston North in Massachusetts, and New Haven, Connecticut, and a chapter leader of 2, Boston and New Haven. I try to take what I learn from each chapter and incorporate the best parts, such as reading the welcoming and closing words together as a group. I try to grow membership and encourage people who stutter to attend meetings. It's tough sometimes, and I'm with you, my fellow chapter leaders who share the struggle to get the attendance we hope for. I've come a long way, and I definitely have a lot more progress to make. And thank you for the vote of confidence that I am on the right track. Hope to see you all and catch up during this week. Thank you again.
Hi, fellow NSAers. I'm Tricia Hedinger, and I am a Regional Chapter Coordinator for the Mid-Atlantic region. And it is my privilege this year to announce the Chapter of the Year Award for the National Stuttering Association. As you all know, the chapters are the core of the NSA. Without the chapters, there would be no program. And it is very difficult to choose a chapter of the year. This award receives a lot of thought and a lot of evaluation of what's been going on all across the country. And things we look at are chapter dynamic, chapters that expand and branch out with opportunities for interaction with others. National involvement, so chapters that get involved in what's happening around the country, as well as having consistency of meetings and being there for people who stutter. Engagement with the local community, as well as professionals and universities and educational settings. These are all included when we look at what really makes the chapter of the year. So words that could describe this chapter is thriving, vibrant, energetic, close-knit, and the true essence of Stamily. And it is my honor to announce that the NSA Chapter of the Year Award goes to the Miami chapter. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job, and we look forward to what you bring to the NSA in years to come. Congratulations, Miami.
Hey everybody, greetings from the Magic City. I'm Angela Medina and I'm the Miami chapter leader, and I am humbled, honored, and thrilled to be accepting this incredible award today. Our chapter is small but mighty. We have a lot of fun together. We bear truths to each other. We can rely on each other. We just overall have a really great bond. So it's awesome to be recognized for something that we love so much. The Miami chapter definitely comes from humble beginnings, and it took a village to get us to where we are today. So first, I would like to thank longtime Tampa chapter member Nathan Fairclough. He stepped in as chapter leader for us for a couple of months while I was out on maternity leave, and he definitely kept us going. That act of kindness, I think, embodies what we are as an organization. It was an act of kindness for the greater good of our community and also for the NSA. So thank you very much, Nathan. We for sure would not be where we are today if it weren't for the more established chapters invigorating us with creative ideas, being supportive, and just setting a really good example of how to do this. So thank you. Tom always says that the NSA has the greatest leadership team on the planet, and he's 100% correct, starting with him. Thank you, Tom, for believing in our chapter, for being excited about it, and just for keeping us going. Your enthusiasm is contagious. I also want to thank our brilliant and inspiring RCCs and also our board for the support that you're always giving us. It's really comforting to know that you all are there when we need you. So thank you. Thank you, RCCs. Thank you, Tammy. And thank you, Tom, for recognizing the Miami chapter. This is something that we're always going to treasure and appreciate.
Hi everyone, I'm Tammy Flores, Executive Director of the NSA, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of you who went above and beyond over this past year. Our presenters, our leadership, our award winners, and all of you. We are so thankful you are part of this NSA community. Thanks again and congratulations on your award.